What's going on, guys? We're back with another Withering Waves video. In this video, we're going to showcase Havoc Rover, exactly how to build them and what their best team comp is. As you can see, I'm able to blow up this little boss right here in absolutely no time at all. And the best part about this is an insanely free-to-play team. All you need is one 4-star unit, and that is it. Everything else is optional. Now, there are some other things that you could do to make it better, but we'll go ahead and go into that deeper into the video. This was just some little gameplay. Now let's go ahead and go over the build. Alrighty then, we are back in the game, and let's go ahead and go straight into it. Now, this is my Havoc Rover build, and as you can see, we're only level 50, so we still have many more union levels to go, much more ways we can improve this build in the future. But for now, very little people are max level, so this is going to be the best build that a majority, if not every single one of you guys, can stick around and follow with. Now, the most important thing to notice is that we have a specific team comp right here. Our team comp involves Dan Jin and a third unit, which I have Encore right now. Ideally, I would actually want to have a different unit here. If we go ahead and go into the summons, we can see that the best unit that you would want is Verena. The reason why you guys would be wanting Verena on your team is because she's got different skills over here that give you attack for all party members increased by 20%. So she's just an insane unit on every single team. She's just a staple third unit on every single team. So basically in every single guide video, you're going to be seeing Verena as the third unit. Now, why do we have this other character as our second unit, Dan Jin right here? Well, if we go ahead and look at her skills, we go over to her outro skill and we see the next character or other characters on the nearby team gain 23% Havoc damage deepen for 14 seconds or until they're switched off the field. So what that means is we're going to be either using Verena, swapping into Havoc Rover, or we will be using Dan Jin and then swapping into Havoc Rover. That's going to be the way that this team is going to end up be working. And since we do not have Verena, you can just use whoever your most favorite third unit is. And the same thing for Dan Jin. If you're missing Dan Jin, then go ahead and throw Verena in that slot. If you're missing both of them, then you're going to be missing a big chunk, and Havoc Rover is going to just be missing out on that 23% damage. But you could still make her work perfectly fine as long as you guys follow these next steps and have a very good echo with you. Now, if you're missing out on those team support units that we were going over, it's still okay as long as you guys follow these steps and have a good echo. As you can see right here, we have a 2-piece Havoc echo set, and we have a 2-piece just base attack set. Now, ideally, I would recommend going for a full 5-piece, 6-piece set of the echo Havoc set, and that's it. But since we're missing out on that, we don't have the best units since we're still early game, it's okay to go ahead and go for attack. Late game, I would not recommend splitting it. I would recommend just going pure into the 5 Eclipse set, because then you would have, upon using basic attacks, Havoc damage increases. So I think that's probably going to be better. We don't exactly know the numbers, do we? Havoc damage goes up by 7.5%. So it goes up pretty decently. It's not going to be too much of a difference. It stacks up to 4 times though, so it would be way better to go up to a 5-piece versus a 2 and 2. So do keep that in mind. The best way to do it is to stay as 5 and 5, but let's move on anyways. Now, what kind of substats are we going to be looking for? Well, we're going to be wanting to have as much attack as possible, right? So we want to be having an attack percent. We're going to be wanting to have Havoc damage right here, since our character is doing Havoc damage. Do keep in mind that the Havoc damage bonus is more important than the attack percent bonus. So late game, we're going to be always having Havoc damage bonus, but eventually we're not going to be wanting this attack percent, and we're going to be swapping that for crit damage. So early game, perfectly okay to be going attack and Havoc damage. And in fact, I recommend it because you're not going to be having a high crit chance at the beginning of the game. So for now, Havoc damage bonus, attack percent. If you have any low level 1s, you're going to need to find those with attack percent as well. We have an attack percent crystal prism right here. And we also have another Havoc damage bonus unit right here. Now, for those of you that didn't know with the Echoes, as you can see, these 3s have Havoc damage. So they have a decent chance of getting the Havoc damage. That's going to be what you're looking for. These 1s have a chance for the attack. So the 1s you ideally want with the attack, and the 3 you ideally want with the Havoc damage bonus. Now, the other things that you must note is there is these little substats down here too. Try to get more damaging substats right here, such as crit rate, attack percent, basic attack damage. This is going to be your late game farming things right here. So do not stress too much about these substats early game. Just focus on having the correct percentage on the top, right? So as long as you've got at least 2 Havoc damage bonuses and 1 attack percent echo, you should be doing just as much damage as you saw in that video. And that's pretty much it, guys. The best part about this team is that the main unit you want is this 4-star right here. It's very easy to get. They're currently on banner right now, so if you go ahead and summon for Gion right now, you have a really high chance of getting her right now, so I do recommend summoning for Gion, even if it's just to try to get this 4-star unit to make Havoc Rover work. I do recommend doing that. And that's pretty much all I've got for you guys. If you guys enjoyed this type of videos, if you guys want to see more character guides and team building, feel free to follow and subscribe. And if you guys want to keep sticking around, I'm going to show a little bit more difficult of a gameplay where we are going to be fighting this boss down over here. Let me see if I can find him. This little monkey guy, but the more difficult tactical hologram version of that monkey guy. So if you guys are interested in that, stick around to the end. If not, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Upswing. Darkness falls. One with the sound. Keep it together.
Woolly's attack! Woolly's that me! This is so much fun! Oopsie daisy! Woollies, behave! Woollies, let's race!